Hey everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture again, and today we're going over my latest huge, and I mean huge, haul of Arrow videos, and I have got a lot in the past month. We're going to cover it today, so pop that tape in. I got you. Let's go do this. All right. So a lot of you who are following the channel or been following the channel, you'll know that I have just recently came back to like really actively collecting, and so I have ground to make up with movies that I love. And if you know a little bit about how I'm choosing to curate my collections, there is a special emphasis for me on the beautiful limited edition sets, box sets, the beautiful VSU releases from Vinegar Syndrome, the box sets from Arrow, all of these things with beautiful artwork, beautiful packaging. That's how I choose to kind of curate my collection. Those are my first emphasis. And when I came back in to this Arrow video, I mean, they have just some beautiful stuff. Them and Vinegar Syndrome, I think maybe are up there at the top doing things the best when it comes to that. And they've put out a lot of movies that I love that I've not been collecting over the past couple of years. I really just haven't. And so that leaves me in a bad situation, which is why I made another video about FOMO being a good thing, because let me tell you, fear of missing out can drive you to save money and drive you to not skip any length of time in collecting. Because once this stuff sells out, it is a pain in the ass to A, track it down, and a pain in the wallet to B, pay for it, because you are going to pay for it. When it is out of print and you can't get it anymore through Arrow or whatever, you are left with secondhand, and that is going to be eBay. And when you want to find one that hasn't been opened and things like that, and even ones that have, you're going to pay for them because supply and demand, baby. There's not that much supply, and the demand is high for physical media. It is high. Don't let anybody tell you any different. The demand is high for physical media. Now, some things I've lucked up on in the past month. Some things, not so much. Well, let's start with some that you've been seeing in the background, basically, since I came on with the channel. And that is two that I got very, very lucky with, because they were out of print. I am talking about, of course, let me watch out for my microphone there, Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer. Now, I actually prefer these two separate packaging over the Conan Chronicles packaging, but of course they were out of print. And I was at my local Barnes and Noble. I was like, you know, I just didn't want to pay $100 for Conan the Barbarian and like $75 for Conan the Destroyer on eBay. And I was like, you know, my Barnes and Noble says they don't have it, but what the hell? Let's just go see what they have, because they do carry a lot of Arrow stuff. And went up there, and I think I've mentioned this before, but it's crazy. They had both of these, and they had them at like 30% off or 40% off stickers on them. And then I got another 10% off for being an Arrow, for being a Barnes and Noble rewards member. So I got these at a steal. Now I'm not gonna take all this out because you guys have seen all these before. You're not late to the game, but these are absolutely must-own sets for me, being a massive Arnold fan. So those kind of like kicked me off there with some good prices. So I was off and running, but it was kind of downhill a little bit there for a while after that. Next up, I went online, and one other thing I actually found it. I should keep it right there for a second, because one other thing I found at Barnes and Noble, I haven't even opened this yet, was the new release of Crimson Peak. And you can see it still had the 30% off sticker on it. It was $60, 30% off, and then I got another 10% off. So I basically got this for $35. And this is a big, huge, beautiful Beautiful box set, and we can open this up if you guys want to, if I can find something to open it with. I'm sure everybody has seen this by now. Here we go. Got my handy dandy blade. Very ever so carefully open this up. Plastic, and then this has like a little, another like little plastic binder here, holder. Just slide that off. And this thing is a big boy set. I mean, when you look at it next to like the Conan set, it is definitely bigger and chunkier. I love the chunky boxes, Fuzz. And you got your J card there. And this thing, this movie, you know, Guillermo del Toro, pretty twisted, haunted house, gothic film. Open it up. I love these little pull-outs. This is very similar to a VSU release from Vinegar Syndrome. You got your booklet, your posters. You got all this stuff going on in here. There's your film buried down in there in 4K. It is in there. That is one version anyway. What do we got here? This is a slip case. This has your booklet. There's a slip case for the booklet. A full slip for the booklet. Side loader. And then you've got your booklet here. Very, very cool. I'm sure you guys have seen most of this everywhere now. I've been behind on my haul videos, but yeah, very, very cool. Just an absolutely cool release. I look forward to getting time to watch this one. But this is what I'm talking about when it comes to curating a collection. And be careful sliding that back in. Curating a collection. These are the kind of things that I want in my collection. Not that I don't just want, you know, movies, because the movie is still the most important. But like I've said before, the art, all that stuff, it's important to me. It just feels grand. It feels more special. Things that you would love to show off and get other people interested in watching the movie. Just like, you know, we did, or I did as a kid in the early 80s, walking around movie rental stores looking at the VHS cover art of movies you never heard of, because there was no damn internet and most until a little later, there really wasn't cable widely available to hear about everything. So you had to go and discover it via artwork, and that has kind of stuck with me. And of course, I paint and stuff like that. So I love the artwork. I love the big attention that these releases are getting. There is Crimson Peak. And keep in mind, I've gotten all of this in like the last month, the last 4 weeks. Okay, next up, this is from Arrow UK. I got the Wolf of Wall Street set here. I actually had no copy of this film, so I'm quite happy with this. There we go. This thing has a crazy, it looks like a wallet. Opens up, it looks like a wallet, the Wolf of Wall Street. And you open it up, and it's like a little bag of stuff, and credit cards, and money, and check it out. The Wolf of Wall Street cash, baby. This one is pretty cool. And I'm sure, you know, you guys have seen all this stuff before, but Wolf of Wall Street, I got it. Crazy movie. Leonardo DiCaprio is awesome in it. What are you gonna say? It is about excess, and every time I see this though, like when he's like, I'm not leaving. I want to be like, dude, you could have kept everything and not, you know, if you haven't seen the movie, it's like, it's kind of frustrating there, but you know, people are going to be people. Wolf of Wall Street. All right, moving right along. Okay, here's one that I had to go to eBay for. This one's long since been gone, and I'm going to talk about this one in a video of its own here soon. This is Donnie Darko, This is a big, nice set of for Donnie Darko here. I have a lot of thoughts on this movie. I have so many thoughts on this movie that this movie gave me an idea for a series of videos that I'm going to launch, a new series. I kind of, you guys are going to see, I'm going to do a lot of my videos in series. So like you're going to kind of know and you know, besides haul videos and new news videos and different things like that, everything's going to be kind of categorized into different series of videos that will be ongoing indefinitely. And that way you'll know what to count on and the fun shit that you like from me. But this one actually gave me an idea for a whole series of videos. Now, this one I was fortunate on because the price can run up high on these. And I actually got this on eBay. Now, it was open, but I mean, it's flawless. I've watched it. We've watched it here. It's absolutely flawless. It was open, but man, I got it for like $25 plus shipping. And I don't know if the person just didn't care or what, but there were a lot of them going for 3 times that at least. So good deal on Donnie Darko. You haven't heard the last of me and Donnie Darko. All right, one that I got, well, a couple here that I got from Grindhouse that I ordered from them for good deals, right? Really, really good deals. I got each of these 3 from Grindhouse Video for between $27.99 and $34.99 a piece, I believe is what it was. I got Wild Things, and I actually way prefer this cover art to the other cover art. That is the Steelbook in there release. I haven't even opened this yet. I'm sure you guys have seen this many times. I got Wild Things, and then I got some Brian De Palma here. I believe that's De Palma, right? Carlito's Way. Am I going crazy? That's De Palma, isn't it? Now I'm having to look to like question myself. Yeah, Brian De Palma. Carlito's Way with Al Pacino. And I got the UK release of Carrie. I preferred this over the Scream Factory set for Carrie. I liked this one better. I mean, maybe, I don't know about, you know, if they're different scans or what. I hadn't got that far into it. I just preferred this over the Scream Factory version. And then I got, you know, Al Pacino, Carlito's Way. Great deals on those. I feel like I was still lucky, but these weren't too far behind. You know, I wasn't so far behind on these. Another one, actually, that I got from Grindhouse as well was The Hills Have Eyes. And again, I got this for $27.99 for this chunky box and this set. Ultra HD, everything you want. Got that here. I'm digging that 100%. Those some of these I'm doing okay with, right? Some of these I'm doing okay. Another one that I got, I believe this though came from Diabolic, if I'm remembering correctly. This came from Diabolic, and that is the. Oh no, this actually came from eBay. My bad. This one came from eBay. Now, this is one that I was not willing to pay. This I got the Tremors Steelbook from Arrow. I was not willing to pay what this chunky box is going for. And when I say you better buy shit that you want when you want it, the chunky box of this limited edition set of Tremors is going anywhere from $175 to $250 on eBay. I did not pay that for the Steelbook. But so this is one that for right now, I'm settling for the Steelbook on. It's still great artwork, still Arrow Video. I just didn't get the chunky box on this one because I got too many things that I'm trying to buy. And while I love Tremors, I'm going to have to wait on that one because for $200, I could get, you know, 3 other big time pieces. So got trimmers as well. One more, I believe this also came from Diabolic, and I just talked about this one in my 1985 video. So if you guys haven't checked out the video on why 1985 might be the best year in movie history, that's another series I'm doing before I rank them all. I'm talking about Witness. I got this here, and this is actually not the 4K version. It is not the 4K version, but I got this for like $20. I mean, I just couldn't pass it up because I didn't have it in my collection at all. And I'm a massive Harrison Ford fan, and he won or was nominated for the Academy Award for this film. And I just couldn't pass it up for that much money, even though it's just the Blu-ray and I know there's a 4K. I'm going to get the 4K too. I'm probably going to double dip on this one. It's Harrison Ford. But for right now, I was content to get that and rock with the Blu-ray on it. Okay. This is one that I got off of eBay as well. And this is actually in my local Barnes and Noble for like $34.99. But why pay $34.99 when I got it still in last house on the left, still in the plastic, right? Still in the plastic for $17.99 on eBay plus $4 shipping. So $21 I'm in for the last house on the left. And I'm sure you guys have seen this plenty, but let's fire this thing up. So perfect condition. I mean, it's just somebody bought it, decided they didn't want it or couldn't return it or whatever it was. I don't care. It's the 4K. $20. What are you going to, how are you going to complain about that? Does it have reversible artwork? It does have reversible artwork. So you got that artwork and then what's showing. I have not watched this yet. I've seen the original. I've seen this, but not on 4K. But I've seen the original again since I last saw this version. So looking forward to watching that again. The first one is totally messed up, brother. I mean, totally messed up. But good deal on that. $17.99 or whatever, $17 plus $4 shipping. Cannot beat that. So I've done well. It's hit or miss with eBay. But a lot of times when people have the chunky box sets that are limited edition, that are out of print, they know what they've got, and they're going to charge accordingly. Okay, moving right along to another one. This one I could also get in my local Barnes & Noble. Same situation, though. I saved about $15 getting it on eBay. So some things you can save, but other things you're not going to save at all. And I'm talking about Flatliners. I actually am a super big fan of this movie. I mean, this movie is loaded. You're talking about Kiefer Sutherland, Julia Roberts, Kevin Bacon, William Baldwin, Oliver Platt. I remember when this movie came out. This movie's dark. I mean, it's like a sci-fi horror thriller to me, and a loaded freaking cast. And I haven't seen it in years. I cannot wait to watch again. Super excited over this one. I'm gonna tear the plastic right off of there. Again, I mean, you get it sealed in plastic, who cares, Ooh, I love how this is a matte finish, kind of like the Weird Science, which I got a little over a month ago. So I've talked about it a lot, so I'm not including that one in here. Or the RoboCop, which I got over a month ago, or a couple months ago, and I've talked about before. Love that matte finish. A lot of times I make my own custom slips because I like to do art and stuff, and I do the matte finish. I like to do matte finish. Very cool slip. Now, I won't buy anything that doesn't have a slip. I will not. You can call me a snob, you can call me whatever. If it doesn't have a slip, like I'm even going back and making my own slips for everything I have in my collection that doesn't have a slip. I mean, that's just where I'm at on that. Flatliners. I'm sure you guys have seen it. Let me know what you guys think. I think this is a very underrated movie right here. Let me know what you think in the comments on this one. Can't wait to watch that one again. Now, one that I have watched since I bought it within the past month is one that I loved when I was a kid. I watched this a couple of times already, and I'm talking about The Last Starfighter, so that's why it's open. I bought this off of eBay as well because I just missed it off of Arrow. I just didn't pull the trigger on it. It was still there, and I didn't do it, and that's one that taught me a lesson about FOMO. I ended up paying roughly the same thing that Arrow was asking for it, but I had to wait on it a lot longer because the guy from eBay took forever to ship it. He held on to it for like 7 days before he shipped it, I believe it was. So it took a long time to get here. Worth the wait, though. Love The Last Starfighter. I mean, it's just one of those quintessential type, 80s sci-fi movies. Has everything with it in here. So when I said this was a big haul, it's a big haul. I still have a couple left here. And one of them I got, if the rest of the prices are any indication, I got an insanely good deal. Actually on both of these. Now this next one, believe it or not, I had never seen this movie before. This is a Tony Scott film. I bought this completely on the recommendation. Well, first of all, I plan to collect everything Arrow and Vinegar Syndrome puts out in limited editions and things like that. I've never been like that before. I usually always just get movies that I know that I love. But those two lines, they hit me right. They do everything right for me. So I'm going to be trying to, and that's going to take me a long time, but you got to have long-term goals. This one is True Romance. I mean, this is Tarantino written, Tony Scott directed, and I enjoyed the film. Like, I had never seen it before. And to be honest, I don't think I ever really realized that Tarantino wrote it for whatever reason. And as I'm a big Tarantino fan, and I enjoyed this a lot. Like, you feel the Tarantino and you feel the Tony Scott in it. Like with all the little cameos and stuff, that very much feels like Tarantino to me. Gary Oldman, unrecognizable in this movie, but this is a great set. There's like a re-release with different artwork where Alabama doesn't look good to me. The one that you can get right now on Arrow's website, I do not care for that artwork. I was like, oh, I could get that. No, I want this one. And I actually got this brand new, unopened for a good price. I think I paid $55 counting shipping on this from Amazon or eBay. I thought that was really good. But what helped me out there is because there is a reprint or re-release or a reissue with the new artwork. So it kind of drove down the price of this one a little because it was more, and there are still plenty of them on there that are more. Is it my favorite thing Tarantino ever wrote? No. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is my favorite of his. I like Hateful Eight, Django Unchained. I would put all those Pulp Fiction. To me, all of those are better films, but I enjoyed this film. I love the Elvis aspect of it. I really did enjoy this film. You can't go wrong with it. But good price, and I'm glad I was able to pick it up. Now, the last one is a movie that, I mean, it's a nice B movie that I've always loved. And when I started looking at the prices on this, I have seen this go for as much as $100 or more, believe it or not. And it's not even a chunky box. And I am talking about, I'll open it in a second, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I kid you not. You can go on eBay right now and see this thing anywhere. This is not a chunky box, right? You can go on there and find this listed anywhere from $80 to $99 to $129. I got this for $24.99. Someone had just listed it and even commented to me about how fast that they sold it because they had a buy it now of $24.99. I bought it so fast that the mouse was smoking. So, I mean, I've been doing a lot of hunting. This is one, my dad loved this. My dad loved Elvira. So we watched everything Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, you know, Elvira's TV show and all that, where she did the horror movie Hostess. We watched that all the time. I'm opening it because this is for my permanent collection here. And it has that nice flat matte finish too. I love that. And special edition, new restoration from a 4K scan. Secret of Elvira, Two Macabre, 2017 audio commentary. There's a lot going on here. This is a fun, like, B movie, midnight movie, which is something else you're going to see coming from me as another series, and you'll see that when it comes out. But this movie is something else, man. And to see how much it was going for, to get it for $25, oh man, I was so on top of that. Like, I mean, there is actually there's this artwork in here. I'm gonna pull this out so it's not so shiny. And this is the original artwork in Movie Poster right here. That is the one I remember going to the movie theater and seeing. But I really do like this. I think I like this artwork better, and I'm going to keep that out. But it is cool that you have the original artwork in there. Blows my mind the thought of paying, that people are willing to pay, because like there was one on there that is like, was it like 90 something dollars with bids, and there was like 13 watchers and 7 bids on the thing. And you know, I just scrolled down. I had to like double and triple check this thing to make sure it was legit. It's legit. I am excited to have it. And that is the end of my massive Arrow haul for the last month. And I mean, obviously I won't always continue to buy at that rate, but I have a lot of catching up to do. I can't remember who it was talking about how they were, I think it might have been the original Fuzz. You guys should check him out. He was talking about how he was kind of new to horror recently, and you know, going back and collecting all that and watching all that was sort of like trying to drink through a fire hose. And while I have like 600 movies still, I really haven't been actively collecting for a few years. So you know, a lot of these limited edition boxes and things like that, and the explosion of the boutique you know, retailers, distributors has really come on since I stopped collecting. Not to say that it wasn't there before, but like it's all at another level now because physical media is having a resurgence, man. It's coming back. And there's a lot to get through. So I feel like I'm drinking through a fire hose and going back and just even trying to find a list of everything Arrow put out is hard to do. And that's what I'm trying to do with them and Vinegar Syndrome. And at the same time, I'm trying to buy new stuff that comes out that I love. And then do the videos. So it's a lot. I'm right there with you guys collecting. I love this shit, man. And that is my haul for this month for Arrow video alone. That is just Arrow video. So, I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments. Hey, it's new and available. You guys can join the channel if you want to. You don't have to. I know you hear this crap all the time. There's some cool perks on there. Even get some of my movies with some of the perks or custom slip covers or whatever. We'll do some jive sessions where we'll talk live stream with members. You'll get shout outs and all that stuff. But you don't have to do any of that to hang out here. You can join. That'd be great. It helps me out and all that stuff. For sure it does. But you don't have to do that. You can just subscribe and be a part of all this, all the pop culture adventures here, and hang around. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Share it. It really does help me out. And until next time, hey, be kind, rewind like always, baby. This is Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye. I know.